Eric, Wildlife Images Rehabilitation and Education Center is making some changes to its facility now that it is reopened. NBC5's Lauren Preto is live in studio to tell us what the folks at Wildlife Images have planned. Lauren.
Andrea, yesterday we told you Wildlife Images reopened its doors to the public after 4 months of being closed. Executive Director for Wildlife Images, Dave Sinden, says folks can already see a lot of changes. According to Wildlife Images Executive Director Dave Sinden, his father started Wildlife Images around 42 years ago, and it's seen a lot of changes since then. Sinden says he's thrilled to see their most recent changes that began during their closure. He says they knew they had to improve the habitats for the animals.
We knew we needed to raise the bar for the animal enclosures. So we took on the wolf habitat. We're going to build another golden eagle habitat, building a squeeze cage for the bears. We're doing all these really amazing improvements in the park.
But Sinden says improving the habitats is only one step in their plan. He says Wildlife Images is reinventing its educational programs.
And we're going to have Camp Eat going stronger than ever. We're going to have all kinds of involvement from the educational aspects. So we're really going to start pushing education a lot harder than we ever have.
Sinden also says they're making changes to their volunteer program. He says in the past, volunteers really didn't get to engage with the animals, but not anymore.
We've changed that now, so all the volunteers, not only will they come in and do diets and things, they'll all have an opportunity to interact with the animals and get involved directly with wildlife. That's what they're here for. That's what their love is all about, and we want to encourage that.
Sinden says they're also looking into changing their Discovery Farm into something new, as he says it wasn't very popular or profitable in the past. He says the new staff members have already made a huge difference in park culture as well.
They're amazing. I cannot remember ever working with a crew that's this good as we have right now at Wildlife Images.
Wildlife Images' new Animal Services Manager, Cara DeShazo, says even though losing as many staff members as they did was difficult, it presented them with the opportunity to bring in some really amazing people.
One amazing thing that I got to do coming into this facility was kind of get to build my own team. And because there was so many individuals that left, I got to bring in so many wonderful individuals that I've got to meet along my career.
Mark Waring, the new Director of Operations at Wildlife Images, says adding new staff members was one of the best decisions they could have made.
I looked at some of the reviews from the past and kind of generated that some of the overall concerns that we're seeing there was just interactions between the staff and the public. And since this is supposed to be an open campus filled with educational opportunities, I wanted to make sure that the community coming in had just an amazing experience every time that they were here.
Sinden says ever since they've made changes to the park, the animals haven't been happier.
The animals have really reacted positively towards all these changes. I mean, the animals approach us more, they seem to be more engaging.
But they all say they're not done making improvements anytime soon. Waring says they're looking to add new ways for the public to engage in the park, including building a fire pit and the possibility of a wine night, along with other ideas.
One of the things that we've all agreed on is we want to have more community involvement out here, and that means trying to get people out and into the park and creating programs in here that are drawing the community in.
Above all else, Waring says they just want to make this park sustainable so that they can continue to provide for these animals.
Wildlife Images is run purely on donations or our ability to write grants, right? So we have to continue to do that to be able to keep the doors open to fulfill our mission. Our primary mission has always been to save wildlife.
Wildlife Images is open every day from 9 to 5. They're still looking for volunteers, so if you're interested, you can head to their website at wildlifeimages.org. Live in the studio, Lauren Preto, NBC5 News.